back, folks. Acid Roots here. It's time for part 9 Blackthorne. We are still trudging through, just like that little intro said, and we just gotta keep things in motion. I felt like updating twice today. I think I have the stamina to do it, so we're gonna give it a whirl. And, yeah, I mean, I think, yeah, I'm fairly certain we'll get, yeah, we're gonna get to World 4 today. Or not World 4, but Stage 4, and, so, yeah, we're gonna say goodbye to the tree world in the next episode, so it'll be happening in a couple of days. It's got some shit to take care of, and shit like that. Kinda itching to get Final Fantasy in motion. I really need to start buckling down with that, but this is such a gigantic game, and that's like the main thing. So, it really, I mean, that, I feel like for most people, if that's not like, you know, the main course for them, that's pretty good, you know, just to be able to, and that's kind of what I'm doing at this stage, is I'm trying to juggle, like, a few other games in addition to that, but I would have to say that Final Fantasy VII is my main project right now. This is a side project, it's because it's such a short, or modest-sized game, so... So I kind of watched a little bit further in this. I guess the Androth, they do kind of make a few more appearances than I thought they would, but it's still relatively mild. This is what you got to pay attention to there. They're not going to be taking out enemies for you, I'll tell you that much. So... Just trying to think of what necessarily I can do at this stage, but... yeah. Probably make myself some green beans or some shit like that. I've been having to have lately. Makes me wonder what Kyle Blackthorne eats if he's a meat and potatoes kind of guy. He's in shape, so that's kind of the situation there. Figured he'd be like with Castlevania, where he gets like the turkey leg or whatever, the food that you know kind of shows up as power-ups within that game. So it's kind of the mainstay type thing about it. But this is about it for this stage. So we do get a potion. Basically gives you all you need to get past this part. But I'm just gonna use the cheap tactic to take out this guy here. Dirty trick. Yep. How's your night going, folks? I guess I could say something like that. How's your night going? Get off work okay, or, you know, you dealing with this crap the way you don't want to, or how's that going? I mean, the 4th of July, that was such a, just kind of, like, stubborn holiday. I mean, honestly, everyone went out, and I saw on the news that, like it was, like, Michigan that went out and partied for 4th of July. I mean, I said this in the previous episode, I'm just kind of like, yeah, you know. I mean, it just kind of depends. That's the thing. I mean, when you talk about having, like, buddies and shit, you know, some of my old buddies, I don't know how I would have, you know, arranged to hang out with them throughout coronavirus. It just is kind of, because you would have had to say, like, you know, obviously you can't keep track of where they all go. I mean, it just seems like most people that, you know, hang out with other people amongst these times, they're just being completely reckless. You're either being, like, 100%... social distancing, or you're not, and that's just kind of, it just doesn't seem like there's much of an in-between, but yep, it's kind of, so we're done with this part. That's the recorded segment from last time, just finishing up these last 5 minutes, so I will put in the password and we will continue. keep in mind, after this stage is complete, we will be at the halfway point for the game. 50%. Pretty good. I get screwed over here. I was trying to be cheap, but, you know, this guy can make short work of you. I just knocked out over half my health and shit, but curse all traders. Yeah, that wasn't so pretty. I was just kind of impatient. I really hate those guys, I'll tell you that much. But, they are, and they're not, I guess they're not in World 3, but they are in World 4, of course, and it may not be as easy to get rid of them. They shoot 6 times. This is kind of... I don't know if, like, I know they probably wouldn't shoot more than 7 times, but they would probably just hide, like, immediately after that. So it's just kind of... like, there was some movie with Steve Carell that recently came out, and I wonder how that's doing. He's been kind of having like a second wind in his career. I mean, The Office was so big for him. You know, that initial run that he had with like the 40-Year-Old Virgin and then The Office and all those movies that he did. But he was kind of quiet like 3 or 4 years ago, and then he's kind of doing stuff again. But I don't know. I mean, I've talked about on Acidic Roots a couple times how I was watching like the first few seasons of The Office, but I don't know. I mean, it's not so much it's a bad show, but it's really difficult to watch like an entire series. That is kind of the thing. I got to season 5, and Steve Carell was still on the show when I got to that point, but I don't know, I started to lose interest. But it is. I'm very fickle when it comes to television, you know. Kyle Blackthorne just got pasted. He got completely pasted. This really happens to be like the whole scenario is just relatively trying to yap about that. This time, my buddy got knocked out. I tell you, it's always that 6th shot, you know. I just feel, I mean, I think that's why they did it, just to make sure that you can't initiate like the pattern. I don't know why they added that extra difficulty in the game. I mean, I think 5 shots is more than enough to have to dodge like that. It's that 6th one that always pisses me off. But, you know, sometimes they shoot 7, like I was saying before. It's not the best part. Good, I'm glad I didn't take damage there. So, yeah, but there is some puzzles to be solved. I mean, this last stage is not as horrible as like the first, or the thing in the second stage. The second stage was definitely the worst, but this one is not nearly as horrible. You know, that wasp kind of fucked me over. Just trying to get rid of him. Does give him cough up a potion. Cough it up, bitch. I should start saying that more. Cough it up. Yeah, these assholes are getting tougher. I mean, that's the thing, is they shoot multiple times now. the trick to taking care of these orcs is just kind of waiting for them to walk towards you. I mean, I guess they take 5 hits now, but you know, they want to walk towards you so they can hit you, but the AI doesn't realize that there's a space, there's a chasm between us, so they're still going to do it. But that's one of the easiest ways to actually get hits on them, is to wait for them to walk towards you, because otherwise, just the way that some of this, I mean, really, I like this game, but it's very cheap, just in the sense, I mean, you really do have to have like split-second timing in order to kind of figure out when to hit them, because they shoot too quickly and then they hide too quickly, and then their patterns are too erratic. So it's kind of weak gameplay planning to have to sit there and take unnecessary damage just to figure out, okay, when can I shoot them? This is kind of the thing. I mean, especially these guys. I mean, they're tricks like nothing you've seen. So, I mean, you know, that really pissed me off right there. I was mad when I watched that dude die, because I knew he would probably kill me if I tried to fight him now, but I'm just going to take the long road, you know. And of course, bombs, the only other attack you have that doesn't really work on them, will just hide from them. Yeah, so just trying to lap up all these potions, which are definitely going to need them. So I was watching like a playthrough of this just for extra information. If you have items that carry over to the next world, you will lose them. So I was thinking I could have saved like the potions, but I guess that's why the password function is like that. Is because you can't carry potions from stage 2 to stage 3 or whatever. So you always have to start off that way. I'm gonna go take care of this asshole, and then we'll fuck around. Luckily it was just a red one. But we do need the levitator. Someday our people will be free. But things to think of in times of war. And that's what you gotta pay attention to. This is essentially the Civil War. It's still a war, you know. So, I don't know. Blizzard needs to make another game like this. I mean, this was just kind of out of nowhere. It just was a real left field hit, and they never made a game like this again. Blizzard went straight to the PC. They did this one game, and then that was it. So, where that came from. But I really have never been a PC gamer. I mean, I'd have to say that my top 3 game consoles are the NES, Super NES, and then PlayStation. So, I mean, I do like the PlayStation 2. I mean, I've had that for half my life now, but I still feel like those 3 are probably the better ones. I don't know, I mean, video games are just taking, I mean, everything just kind of seems to be in like the dark ages, which I get so tired of, you know. Like, movies are taking a hit, video games are taking a hit, music's taking a hit, health is taking a hit, life is taking a hit. There's just nonsense. It's like, get your shit together. You know, I never say that either. That's the thing. This is like, it's so unprofessional sitting there seeing grown individuals try to be spiteful and fail at it and fuck everyone else up in the process, you know. The whole damn thing. But yeah, so I'm just gonna I'm gonna talk to every one of these dudes because they help. Yeah, you needed to anyways. Alright, we're almost done with this episode, so just another quick asset towards getting this game done quicker, so. Alright, so subscribe for more fun. Thank you for watching, and have a wonderful night.